So, hey guys, Chauso here, and yeah, this is my medal shop value list for the months of July and August. If you're new to the wids, the way these wids work is that you should only spend your medals between batches. So right now we still have the July batch, it lasts until the end of the month. We've got the August batch confirmed. So at this point in time, you should consider if you want to buy any of the July options. So you take into account the units that expire now and what we get next month, and you decide, do I want to buy anything this month or do I want to keep saving? So yeah, that's the premise. So this list includes both the units in July and the ones coming up in August. And yeah, the bottom row, 6-star with no value, it's units that have 6+, and all you need is the 6+. The 6-star doesn't add anything to the unit, no reason to have a dupe. Otherwise, if you have a lot of legends and you just get a lot of medals, it's actually okay in my opinion to consider like dupes of certain legends. Moving on to questionable value, like these are legends that rarely ever see any play. Like all of them can theoretically see use, like especially Fuji in the Rumble. But other than that, nothing I've used here personally. Like Shiki has an interesting support, Whitebeard has the best like attack boost in the game, Boa's interesting orb manip support for Luffy. Like there are some stuff here. Judge is a bit weird since I'd actually rate his 6-star over his 6+, but the 6+ limit break expand the captain ability is actually really sweet. We'll see if I ever get to it though. In the decent value, we have the 6-star version of We1 Duffy, which is very different from the 6+, mainly because it's a different color. So it's worth having a dupe for that. He's also one of the best stat boosts for Driven, so that's something to keep in mind. 6-star Judge, fine unit, removes a lot of bind, gives a rainbow ore boost. I barely used him, but there's nothing wrong with him on paper. 6-star We1 Kata. Yeah, he's actually still a decent captain. I used him last month, but yeah, it's mainly another option for sub when you want to get some mini block or manip. Maybe you want his delay conditional. Inuneko, probably one of the more flawed duo units, but yeah, they still see use. Like you can get buffs for 2 stages, good swap that removes paralysis and stuff. But yeah, not the highest value honestly, but duo units are really bad at all. Finally, we have the 6+ V2 Zoro, and yeah, there's not a big necessity to own him. Like I've used him for a lot of stuff myself. I think he's a lot of fun, but he's basically always replaceable for sure. Moving on to good value. This is both some support and good units, like Hoodie and Sanji, for example, are only here for their support really, even if Hoodie as a unit has some usage, especially or only on powerhouse teams, like with damage reduction and seed reduction. But yeah, he has a very unique support too, where you can get the crew-wide seed reduction to counter special rewind, as long as you only run powerhouse units. Moving on to Sanji, pretty useless unit, but great support, plus 0.5 chain boost, and you can put him on most draw hats, super strong effect. I use this one constantly, honestly, just to add extra damage. We want Jinbei, very nice. I definitely pick him up now, even if he's an August medal list unit. Mainly if you don't have him for the point event and you're losing points by not running him, because like he's a good unit. If you run him, you don't have to farm as much, so yeah, no brainer to me to pick him up if you need him for the Wasco shot point event. Varko, pretty old now, but still has one of the best swaps in the game. Still has a special that heals, 2 different colors, like good unit to own. 6+ V1 Katakuri, like if I could see him as an amazing value personally, but it depends on if you want to play around with different captains, because 6+ V1 Katakuri is so unique, but if you don't plan to use him as a captain, his value gets a bit lower, but still low CD. You can get the delay conditional, block orb manip, lots of good Katakuri support. Finally we got V2 Big Mom, also one of those that could be amazing value, but for normal content you rarely use her. You mainly bring her if you want that chain lock and extra base stats for something, commonly in Kuzuna and stuff. Even if her swap is actually cool on paper, like just to do extra damage. It's a shame she isn't slasher always, otherwise I run her on Miyok teams and such, but she's only slasher in her duo form. Finally, Capone. He's one of those units when he's good and you don't have him, you really want him, so he's worth it just for that. Also a cool support for Chiefon where you get damage immunity, so yeah, I definitely recommend him. Good sub, cool captain, good support. Yeah, we got 3 of the super type units on worth but costly, like yeah, like if you it's not wrong picking them up, like it depends on how your box looks at, like if you lack a ton of stuff, older stuff and such, I probably prioritize some of those since it's harder to pull them nowadays. But these guys rerun all the time, but like if you somehow miss them, like why not pick them up? But of course this month you should only consider Snake Man and Smoker since they're running out in July while V2 Katakuri comes in August. Amazing value, first we have 2 basically only support units, is the legend Barto and Cavendish, or Hakuba as his 6+ is. Barto, great support for Robin and Cavendish, removes 3 turns of paralysis. Amazing support, it sees use all the time, super useful, lots of good Robin units. If you remember that there are Cavendish units, you can put him on Cavendish as well. Cavendish support can be put on any quick unit. You get a guarantee matching orb and use a special and an attack and orb boost. This support will be good forever. I can't really imagine not having this support. I use it all the time as well. And it will get even better when we get the King and Queen legend, since it's a very easy way to activate their both their super type specials as well as their captain abilities. So yeah, very cool, will age very well. Bullet, this depends. For me, Bullet is still one of those legends you really want to own. He's also cheaper now than before, just 250 medals. Rainbow damage captain, so as long as he's captain, he does super effective damage against everything. Super valuable. 4.75 times attack to himself. We're still in the point in the game where with each legend releasing it just buffs Bullet basically, since it increases his damage potential. But of course eventually that multiplier will hold him back, but not for at least a year, I'd say. Moving on, we got the 6+ V2 Nami, one of the best super type buffs we've got. Definitely a unit you want, you get so much from one special, it's insane. Cool speedrun cap as well, I showcase some teams with that too. Finally, Sugar, she's not cheap, she's 400 medals, but jeez, she's so unique and good to have. I've not used her so much, but it's definitely a unit you want in your box for various situations, like being able to just ignore stuff like bind and paralysis, barriers, all the extra damage it gives. Yeah, very cool legend overall. Finally, we still have V1 Duffy. He runs out this month. Yeah, it's just because of his overall potential. Like, he'll always be good in PvP. He's getting better as a sub too, thanks to Driven getting better. And his support is super good as well, giving Driven units an ore boost when you use a slot change special. I use this constantly as well, and I started using him as a sub more. He's definitely a unit you want, and he's so cheap, so in my opinion it's a no-brainer. But yeah, I think all of the 3 150 cost units in the top is units you really want to have. The Wee1 Duffy, the Bartolomeo, the Cavendish, so good to own. But yeah, that's my medal shop value list for the months July and August. Thanks for listening, guys. See you next time.